But when there's something that you really cannot get over, let your emotions out. Do not just keep pushing them down. This is why people get sick. When they don't talk about their emotions, they're stressed out all the time. You know, they just let things pile up. They don't deal with their emotions. They're like a frigging ticking time bomb. Like that one wrong thing and they're just gonna friggin' explode, and that is not healthy to do. Hey friends, it's V. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about toxic positivity. What is it? Why it's really important to notice, and what you can do about it. So let's get right into this video. So basically, toxic positivity is when you're forcing yourself to be positive when really you're not feeling good about a situation, like you can't get over the situation. And in my other videos, I talk about persisting through situations when you really want something. For example, you're scared that you're not going to get the job, and we talk about manifesting the perfect job for you, or manifesting the relationship or the money, and you persisting through your emotions and your belief system that tells you that, oh, you don't qualify for that job, or oh, that person will never love you, or you're not worthy of having that money. That is when persistence comes in. But for example, if you have a bad situation and you just can't get over it and you can't let it go, and you're trying to revise the situation, oh, that never happened, and you're saying your affirmations like, everything in my life is great, everything is going great, but you're not feeling better and actually you're starting to feel worse, this is toxic positivity, because you're not able to let go of the situation and move on from it, and you're trying to force yourself to not have feelings about the situation, and therefore you're actually just making the situation worse and you're not able to let it go. A good reminder here is to remember that we are humans. We have emotions for a reason. We are meant to feel our emotions. Yes, most of the time it is good to persist through negative thoughts, because that is how you change your subconscious mind and re-implement new thoughts to be positive. If you have negative thoughts, you want to counteract it, reprogram your mind so your mind starts to think the new positive thoughts. But this persisting is totally different than toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is when there's a certain situation that you really can't get over. No matter what you do, you're doing your affirmations, you're trying to feel better and you can't. And you're trying to ignore the emotion. This is the problem. Don't ignore the emotion. Okay, and if you're trying to manifest a better outcome or revise the situation or whatever, but you still have that emotion, that hurt, or you're upset, the best thing to do is to deal with the emotion first. So don't force yourself to be happy when you feel like shit if you don't want to do it. Number one, why do you feel like shit? Why are you upset? What happened that caused you to feel this way? Deal with that emotion or the situation. Let's just, for example, you broke up with your partner that you're absolutely in love with and you want to get back, but you're so hurt. This is just an easy example. You can apply this to any area of your life, about a job, about money, about literally any situation that is really upsetting you and you can't get over it. Cry it out. Cry. Swear. Go on a rant. Write it down. Feel that emotion. This is so important. You're not going to be able to get rid of this emotion if you hold it in. You need to let it out in whatever way works for you. For me, I used to hate crying, but now that I made the connection that crying actually releases emotion and lets it go, and I don't have to deal with it again, I am open to it. I let myself cry when I need to, and I don't try to force being positive when I feel like I need to cry. Seriously, it helps so much. Like the other day I had something happen and I was trying to do my affirmations, oh, everything's all right, and then I realized, you know what? I'm not going to be able to I need to let this emotion out. This is the difference from persisting and the whole toxic positivity. If you feel like you need to let the emotion out to clear your head, then do it. You need to do it because it'll just be trapped in your body. Remember, like, our emotions are in our bodies. We need to let them out somehow, whether it's going on a rant, whether it's crying it out, whether it's writing a letter saying all the things that you hate about whatever happened. Write it out, swear, go on a rant to your friends or your dog. But make sure you let it go after that. It's okay to have a few bad days here and there. We're human. But don't keep going on about it. The whole point of letting it go, crying it out, ranting it out, scripting it out. I don't know if you want to write a letter about the person or about the situation and like write bad things about it and then burn it so you mentally can feel that it is completely gone out of your body. You've like let go of the situation. That's what we want to accomplish here. When you feel so strongly about something, you need to let it out in whatever form works best for you. And after that, you will feel so much better. And if the next day you're still not feeling good, cry, rant it out, script it out, and let it go. Get those emotions flowing, baby. And if you hear it creaking, I'm sitting in an old chair and it's quite creaky, so apologies for that. Or also you can do EFT tapping. That is also amazing for releasing emotions. You can just Google or go on YouTube and look up EFT tapping for stress, anxiety, relationships, PTSD, whatever the case is, there's an EFT tapping thing. Basically, you're just tapping on the meridian points of your body to release that buildup of stress, worries, whatever, and it like gets it out of your system. So you can do that or go for a jog and think about the problems, whatever works for you. Do that to release the emotion. Do not try to work through or cover up or put a band-aid on things. That's not what we're wanting to do here because it will just make things so much worse. If you're holding things down and you just let your emotions pile up, one day you're gonna explode because your emotions need to come out. We are human, we have emotions. It's okay to feel our emotions. And if you've watched my other videos about persisting through things, you have a shitty mindset about something. That is when you can persist through it. Like, oh, I feel like crap today, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if I'm gonna get that job. I don't even qualify for that job. I mean, I like that person, but I mean, I don't know if I'm good enough for them, or why would I be the person to win the lottery? Like, things like that. You need to persist and change your mindset. And even if you have a fight with someone, you can revise it on the spot and be like, that never happened. And think about what you would have wanted to happen in that situation. And then do your affirmations like, I actually had the best day ever. Things like that. But when there's something that you really cannot get over, let your emotions out. Do not just keep pushing them down. This is why people get sick. When they don't talk about their emotions, they're stressed out all the time. You know, they just let things pile up. They don't deal with their emotions. They're like a frigging ticking time bomb. Like that one wrong thing and they're just gonna friggin' explode, and that is not healthy to do. We need to express our emotions. So that's basically what toxic positivity is and what you can do about it. Let out your emotions. Do not force yourself to feel happy when you're really upset or you just went through a breakup or something like that and it's really affecting you. Let out the emotion. And then once you let the emotion out, do your revision or do your affirmations. It is much easier to affirm when you don't have all of that emotion built up in your chest. My doggie is in here right now. I wonder if you can hear her. She's just walking around making noises, sniffing the ground. This is my little fur ball. Also, animals are so good for releasing stress. You can just vent to your animal, you know? They're always here to listen and you can hug them and cry to them. This is not for females only. Men that are watching this channel, Let your freaking emotions out. If you don't want to cry about it, write about it or go punch a punching bag and think about the situation. Okay? Let that shit out, because when you hold it in, you're literally hurting yourself. You're not helping anyone else when you're holding your emotions in. If someone is making you mad and you think that holding your emotions in, you're the bigger person goes home and lets their emotions go. And then you affirm or revise the situation to what you want, because you realize that you are in control of your reality. You are in control of yourself, of your emotions. And once you deal with yourself and your emotions, you can affirm what you want in your reality, but realize that everything in your reality comes from within. If you're stressed out about anything, that's because you're stressing out about something inside and you need to deal with that problem. Stop pushing things down and stop putting band-aids on things. Deal with the problem, not with that person, not with the situation, not with the job, not with your boss or whatever. Deal with it within yourself. Write a note. If it's about a person, you're upset about the person and you cannot affirm for things to be better, you can't revise or imagine a better situation because you're so pissed off at this person. Write a note or rant about it to your pet or someone. You could to your friends, but keep in mind that you don't want to keep bringing up the situation. You just want to let it out and let it go. You don't want it to keep manifesting. You just want to get that shit out there. Get it out of your body, get it out of your mind, your thoughts. Once it's out there, it never happened. So write a letter, like why you're pissed off at this person, what pisses you off, or the situation, or just yell it out and cry it out. I prefer to just say a couple swear words and cry about it and let it out like that, because I'm too lazy to script about anything, but some people like to script. So write a freaking book about why you hate this person, what pisses you off about them, and then once you get it all out for this letter, burn it. And while you're burning it, or while you're crying about it, when you're like on your last tear or whatever, picture it just leaving your body. It's not coming back. That emotion that you let out, that memory of whatever happened, it's not coming back. You let it out and we're going to forget about it. It never happened. And once you feel neutral, you might have to do it a few times. Really, I don't know how upset you are about the situation, but once you you can feel neutral. You don't need to feel positive. You just bring yourself back to a neutral state. This is when you can do your revision if you want. Revising is basically when there's a situation that happened that you don't like, that you basically sit and you're relaxed and you think about it and you imagine a different situation. And every time you think about whatever had happened, you revise it with the new situation and you say, no, that never happened. This is what happened. Or you can just do affirmations. You can affirm. You don't need to revise, but some people prefer to visualize because it's fun for some people. For me, I do a little bit of both. Affirmations are just easy. I like the easiest thing. Affirmations are easy. And whenever that comes up, like the fight or the situation or whatever the situation was that made you feel upset, that didn't happen and you have no emotion to it because you let it all out. And it never happened. So now we can affirm for what you want because you just have a neutral emotion towards it. There's nothing nagging at you. You don't feel sick you don't feel stressed out when you're trying to go from here and affirm for here. You're more like in the middle now, neutral, not negative, you're neutral, and now you can achieve this positive state. Instead of going from negative to super positive, you can go from negative to neutral, then to positive, okay? We're taking steps here. We're making everything easy, breaking it all down, doing one thing at a time. So we're not overwhelming everyone. But basically that's all I want to talk about in this video. That is something that has really helped me out a lot, is letting out the emotion before I jump into revising or affirming when you really can't get over something. Sometimes you just gotta friggin' cry like a little baby. Let the snot come out. Be like an ugly crier. Just let it happen. And it's like a reset button. Like you cry for a bit and like that I feel so good because you let it out and you let it go. But anyways, I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, y'all, peace and love. Take care.